How do you influence leaders to change their behaviors and adopt the practices needed to be successful?
A lot of times you can think that you are the finished article and that's how you got the job.
Right.
And so, so a lot of times as an external consultant or coach, I'm walking in and saying, here's the value where you're making this investment in yourself. You're making this investment in your organization. You're typically, I get a return on coaching, you're typically 25 plus. So whatever you invest, you're going to see a return that's 25 times that. But so it's really, helping people to understand that, again, as we sort of scale and we put time around us, that we're going to have an impact that's outsized to the investment that we make. And if you knew at the end of the session or the end of the coaching engagement the value it was going to bring, you would do it sooner. What I leverage and lean on when I'm working with folks is a track record of credibility that I've had from my work, and also understanding, being quite honest. It's like I was a CEO for a decade, and there are things I would have improved if I'd had a full-time coach. But at the end of the day, the value of coaching is widespread. That's why it's taken off. The industry's taken off the way it has in the last 20 years, is because, having somebody who's a thought partner to you to help you to be your best self, that's really the value that we bring.
I think, historically, a lot of people have thought about coaching as, oh, what am I doing wrong? Or I must not be meeting, the goals that I need to meet, or there's something I need to change. And maybe there is an area of challenge or opportunity, but I think that the ultimate goal, as you mentioned, is just being able to have an outside view, outside perspective to be able to give you some insight on some of the behaviors or some of the things that you're doing that are working, some things that you can do more of, change, or do differently. So I love that, offering the value prop.
And I'll add on to that, right? For me, the definition of great leadership is people who do it well and make it look easy,
Mhm.
right? Because there are plenty of people that we've worked with and worked for who can do the job, but they make it incredibly hard on themselves and the people around them. But where we see mastery or finesse or grace, graceful leadership in its purest form, is where people are actually, they're thinking about these things intentionally because they've been challenged. They're doing the hard work to disrupt themselves from the inside out instead of being disrupted from the outside in. And
Mhm.
that they're then putting this plan into motion. They're doing the hard work and they're putting a plan into motion so that they can unlock the potential in others. And that's what great leadership looks like.